So they made another experiments and they observed that when in a neighborhood, for example, in a community, when something is, for example, dirty, insecurity, certain behaviors in the society, in the community, appears. So the broken window effect is very interesting because and what kind of world we want, what kind of community we want, what I want to say with it. For example, if you, hello African gold growers, how are you today? Welcome to a new mindset episode. Today we are going to talk about the broken window effect. Long time ago, in a United States university, was made an experiment. In a neighborhood, they left a car apparently abandoned, and they left there, just waiting what will happen. Suddenly, one day they decided to broke the window of the car, and they watched how fastly uh, was broken another window, was stolen some things from the same car, the radio, the wheels, etc. And little by little, the neighborhood was made a little bit more risky. Suddenly, another car appears at the mornings with the windows broken. But what happened is when they did the experiment, for example, they broke the window, and then at the next day appears the window fixed again. They watched how the neighborhood stayed safe, stayed with less so much change. The car was intact. The car didn't suffer many more change. So they made another experiments and they observed that when in a neighborhood, for example, in a community, when something is, for example, dirty, insecurity, certain behaviors in the society, in the community, appears, these behaviors, these situations can spread fast. But the interesting thing here is the things, the behaviors, the these effects, these broken window effects, can happen for good or can happen for bad. What I want to say with it. For example, if you have a bad attitude in your neighborhood, for example, if you left the trash outside of your house, you don't clean the front of your house, you left your house very dirty, etc. This attitude can little by little spread in your family and then spread with your neighbors. But for the other hand, if you are very respectful, if the people see how you are always cleaning your house, how you maintain your house in a good statement, how always you are very gentle with another, with your neighbors. When the people see you that you are an entrepreneur, the people see you with a smile, they will they will absorb the same effect in them. You are affecting your neighbors also. You are affecting your family. So the broken window effect is very interesting because it helps us to understand what kind of world we want, what kind of community we want. Because it's in our hands to make a change. If we put a little sand grain, if we put our little effort to improve the things in our community, little by little we are helping, we are building literally this community that we dream. What do we want for Africa? What do we want for our countries? What do we want for our neighborhoods? Okay? What do we want for our cities? What do we want for Addis Ababa, for Accra, for Arusha, for Zanzibar? For what do we want for Cairo? What kind of environment we want? A clean environment, a rich environment, a healthy environment. In the last video I told you we need to create the reality that we want. If we want to eradicate the poverty, if we want to eradicate the narrative in Africa that Africa is problematic, is insecurity, has social instability, has poverty, if we want to change this narrative and the people watch us like people strong, people resilient, people very in abundance, people with high culture, with strong culture. We need to change. We need to make this change in our neighborhood. So my message for today is what kind of world we want, what kind of Africa we want. We need to build the Africa that we really desire. What kind of city, what kind of Cairo, what kind of Arusha, what kind of Dar es Salaam, what kind of Addis Ababa, Nairobi, Eldoret, what kind of world we want. We need to build it. We need to start with ourselves. We need to make little change every day. We need to think like, for example, the Japanese did after the Second World War with the Kaizen philosophy. They changed 1% every day. 1%. They make little change every day. But at the end of the year, they changed it 365%. 365%. More, 3 times more. More than 3 times that 100. So what I invite you is we can't wait for the big entrepreneurs came, to the big enterprise came, the big leader came, the billions came, the billions come to Africa, to our countries of investment, and something come to change everything. It will not happen. The solutions are in our hands. What kind of Africa we want? We want to eradicate the narrative of an African with poverty, with social instability, with lack of jobs. Well, we need to change that narrative, building it. If you start, for example, feel more proud of your culture, wearing your traditional clothes, speaking more in your native language, if you start watching, for example, a need in the market, talk about, for example, lack of electricity, lack of energy, lack of certain service, I don't know, could be soaps, food, etc., etc. Build a business around it, no matter the size of the business. We only need to start solving the need in the market. That's all. We need to solve the need in the market, and then we are going to help to create more jobs, to eradicate poverty, to bring more solutions to society, and we are spreading the feeling that being an entrepreneur is something good, that we as individuals can change the narrative. If I see a problem in our society, in our community, I can change it. That's the narrative that we need to change. Okay? So if you become an entrepreneur, if you become what we call African gold grower, you bring strategic solutions to the market, you change your face, you start wearing with proud your clothes, you start respecting more your elders, listen more to your elders, respect more your culture. We are going to build this Africa that we really dream with it. That's the only way. That's the only way. There's no other way. We need to take, as we say, for example, here in Mexico, we need to take the bull by the horns. Okay? We need to take the things in our hands. That's the only way. So that's all for today, African Gold Growers. See you in the next video. If this is the first time you visit us, you are in African Gold Growers Academy. In this place, we are going to share with you powerful knowledge to become an African entrepreneur, to start strategic business in Africa with low risk, with low investment. We really believe that we can literally grow gold in Africa. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give us a like, tell us in the comments what do you think, what other kind of videos or content do you want to see in this channel, what do you think about this video, and nothing more. See you in the next video, and remember, we grow gold in Africa. Bye bye.